Hey guys, Creebo Bros here today, and we're here with Danny and his Sky Striker deck profile. Take us through it.
Yo! So, 3 copies of the best card in the deck.
Bay. Sky Striker Ace Bay.
Sorry, second best card in the deck. So, what Bay does is she's the link target for all of your Sky Striker Ace link monsters. As well as that, she's got a graveyard effect for when a Sky Striker link dies by your opponent's battle or card effect. You can then bring her out from grave, and then she's got a quick effect to tribute herself and summon a Sky Striker Ace link monster from deck. So you can do crazy stuff, like during your opponent's turn when they kill your Sky Striker link, you summon this out, then tribute her to summon out one of your Sky Striker links, and then you use her effects. Or Shizuku, because then you can be in your opponent's hand phase and you get to search anything you want. And then 3 copies of Ash Blossom.
No reason not to play 3.
Very good card. 2 copies of Troll and 1 copy of Yugioh.
Why 1 Ogre?
I didn't like maxing out on the Trolls because the deck doesn't have much push. So I found that like I wanted the 1 Ogre just sort of as a have, and I'm not fought off and I've actually topped an event, so I'm going to run whatever ratios I want to run.
We've not got enough subscribers to...
3 copies of Engage.
Why is Engage good?
Engage is the best card in the game, probably ever made. Like,
why is this card less fair than
so it's a non once per turn searcher which draws a card. So Upstart Goblin, which draws you a card, is up 1. Pot of Greed, which draws you 2 cards, is
Pot of Greed that gives you a search.
Pot of Desires, which banishes a quarter of your deck, is a free. You don't banish a quarter of your deck, you just search and draw cards. It's really fun.
That's short print though, so you know who gets to play 3, am I right?
3 copy of Hornet.
Why is Hornet good?
Hornet summons a token. Tokens have attack and defense. Tokens and links are good. Linking with tokens is fun.
Unlike Danny.
3 copy of Area.
Why'd you play 3?
I'm often still on the field spell build. There's a lot of builds which are a little bit more mono control, but with the amount of Nightmare and Goki players nowadays, you can almost always expect an Ibli on your field. So you can use a field spell to pop the Ibli, and you don't have, like, it's the one less thing to worry about. So let's say a Goki player makes a full Goki board, so you're untargeted. You can just pop the Ibli straight away and then attempt to go off. 2 copy and multi-roll. Some people play in 1, but by playing the 2, you can use it to pop this field spell and then special summon out array. Yeah. 3 copy of Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor is your...
Why is Widow Anchor good?
So it snatch deals and it's a breakthrough skill.
So no reason.
Let's say you're in the mirror match and your opponent was trying to use an effect, you can then steal a monster so they can't do anything with it, plus negate its effects. 1 copy of Afterburners. Afterburners is your removal spell for monsters. And when you have 3 or more in grave, it's your non-targeted removal spells. Jam & Wave is your...
the exact opposite.
Yeah, so it's target a set spell, pop it, and then if you have 3 or more non-target pop a monster. This is your opposite stuff like Borrow Load and Cosmo Ships. 1 copy of Shark Cannon. It's Diddy Crow if you only have 1, if you don't have 3 or more.
And specials
if you have 3 or more, you can special from your opponent's grave. So the best thing to do with this is wait till there's a Diablos. So when your opponent tries to trigger Diablos, you special summon out with Diablos to your field. And then they've got a 3k booty, which can't be targeted or triggered, which they've got her out. 1 copy of Hercules base. This shuffles back your Brandish Link monsters.
It's just an emerald.
Yeah. It shuffles back Sky Striker Link monsters. But as well as that, like let's say you're playing the mirror match and your opponent has one of these out, you can equip this to the Sky Striker Link, and then you can attack over the Sky Striker Link they have, assuming you have more spells, and they'll summon out their own ray, and then they'll make the ray into another link, and you can just attack it again, and as you do that, you draw 2 cards.
Does Hercules trigger when it's destroyed, or when it's just sent?
When it's sent to the graveyard by card effect.
By card effect, okay.
So
you would just send it with multi-roll?
Send it with multi-roll or the field spell. Or, obviously, in this build particularly, you run 3 copies of MSD or Twin Twister. 3 Terraforming. The OCG only ran 1 of these because it's not 1 in the OCG, but basically...
6 field spells pretty good.
Yeah. A Terraforming and an MST is 3 field spells in grave, plus a ray on the field. So you can just use this as your turbo instead of using Toon Table or Goods. 3 copy of Twin Twisters. The OCG build of this was running 3 copies of MST, but I found a lot more Altergeist / Draco players, so I just prefer Twin Twisters in general. Because in the first time you just go Twin Twister, pop 2, or Twin Twister, pop your own field spell on your opponent's card. Plus, it's a great auto anti-spell, which a lot of people seem to want to do against this deck.
Yeah.
2 copies of MST. It's sort of like an enabler. In a way that
puts
like
more
Cosmo,
spells in the grave.
Yeah, it puts more spells in the grave, but it's like an enabler because you pop the field spell like with a Cosmo's hand as well. 2 copies of Fool's Burial Goods and 1 copy of Malfa Fusion.
Consistent, good build.
Yeah, this is really, really good. Because even if you draw it, you can pop it with
Airspace and multi-roll.
The multi-roll makes multi-roll live. It also makes airspace live as well. So, like this is why you shouldn't play the turntables.
I don't agree with the turntable
Everyone
build.
has the turntables. Everyone's like, oh, what to do? You put an Ibly on board, and then now everyone's like, oh shit, yeah, we're kind of stupid. 1 copy of Upstart puts a spell on your grave, and 1 copy of Rota puts a spell on your
Spell the
grave.
grave and gets you a ray.
Yeah, really, really good.
Pretty good. Moving on to the extra.
40 card main deck, obviously, just playing Upstart.
Yeah.
3 copies of Kagari.
So Kagari's pretty good.
Yeah, Kagari is your like 1/5 booty, but she also adds a spell from graveyard to hand. Yeah. So you can go engage, add 1, Kagari, add back engage again. So she's the starter of a deck. If you were gonna cherries one, you'd probably cherries this.
Yeah.
3 copies of Shizuku. She searches one in the end phase and she lowers your opponent's ones. Oh yeah, Kagari boosts based on spells. Shizuku lowers based on spells.
100 for each, right?
Yeah, so like, let's say you pop up fucking Waking the Dragons, assuming your opponent doesn't do anything crazy, you can just go make Kagari, try and get 20 in grave, and then beat over it.
Are they both at a Sky Striker card, or are they both at a
Sky Striker spell.
spell?
So it's got to be a spell you have with these. We get Hayate soon, and Hayate is basically Fool's Burial Goods. So you can send 1 Sky Striker spell card from your graveyard to your deck, from your deck to graveyard. So you just go summon Ray, Hayate, send engage, Kagari, add back engage. Fair and balanced. 1 copy of Underclock. This is kind of important because sometimes you'll need to have an out to your opponent's cards. So you, just by having a Ray and a Hornet Bit, you can make the Ningetsu. And you can send, like, let's say your field spell and one of your opponent's cards, or like a dead spell like a Malfa Fusion on one of your opponent's cards with the Ningetsu, which is really important. 1 copy of Isolde. You can make this, I guess, if you wanted to, but it's mainly just Cherry's target. You can make this to go through Rays if you were under Imperial Order or something. And you need a booty, but it's mainly Cherry's target. Double Helix.
I assume it's Cherry's target.
Cherry's target. 1 copy of Goblin. Main Cherry's target. Like, if you Cherry's the Goblin and they make a Nightmare board, you don't really care, because you just make Widow Anchor and then take the Nightmare board and then make all the cards dead, basically. 1 copy of Griffin. 1 copy of Phoenix. Phoenix Alp's Imperial Order. Phoenix Alp's anti-spell. 1 Trisbana, because end of time effects are fair and balanced. And Altergeist is a deck.
Just hope we don't change.
Thanks, Kamani.
Triple Burst. This guy lets you link down. So let's say you got flooded on your board with like a Kaiju and no way to out it. As long as you can get 2 other guys on board, you make a triple burst, and then during your next turn, link this down into a Kagari or a Shizuku, and then go off from there. 1 copy of Borrowload, because the best way to out a Borrowload is
a
to
Borrowload. There's no reason not to play it.
Fun card. Side deck. There is like 2 Ghost Ogres and a draw missing from this, but I'll go back at the end. So 3 copies evenly match, because going second is fun. 3 copies of D-Barrier. This is still good, because a lot of cunts are running around with BA still. And with the new end of turn procedures coming in, BAs are more of a pain in your ass than ever.
Yeah, but we think for inbox up.
But this is good against Invoke stuff as well, yeah. Pendulum aren't really a thing, but if your opponent's playing Pendulum, it's good to have these as well. 3 copy of Lantia. It's decent in the Spiral matchup, and you can also use it against anyone who's playing Noise and is a dick. So that's great. 3 copies of Cherries for the mirror match, because taking that Kagari usually wins you a game.
And the one guy at locals playing BA.
Yeah. It's good against Buster as well, but obviously I'm just running the Helix. 1 copy of... You can watch the video if you want. 1 copy of Ghost Ogre. There should be 2 Ghost Ogres, so I've got 1 in
So
main.
decide to in main 1.
Yeah. I don't really like having Ghost Ogre in the main because it doesn't do enough this format really. So obviously now Electromite's gone, what is there to really Ogre? She Ogre a Sky Striker Kagari and they just bring back the Ray.
I guess it's alright in the Spiral matchup because you Ogre the field spell. And
this is more in like, if I was playing the mirror, I'd take all, like, I'd probably consider taking out Ashes and then keeping Ogre in, because in the mirror you win by resolving your multi-roll. So if you just wait for them to multi-roll and then Ogre them multi-roll, you're probably going to have the resources to oust them. So you don't need to really worry about them going off of engage. 1 more draw for when you're getting against shit which Ghost Ogre does nothing against.
Like Trickster.
Yeah. I think going into Nats, this will be the most prominent deck. obviously when we get needle fiber, it'll be.
I imagine at Birmingham Nationals there will be Altergeist and random.
I don't know. I don't know if we'll see as much Altergeist. It seems to have fallen off the map. Obviously, our local judge is campaigning to get Altergeist fixed. So if Altergeist get fixed, it's probably going to get represented a lot more actually.
And we'll abuse that secondary market.
Yeah. Buy multi-fakers now. Yeah. It's still a really, really good deck, but you've got to put the time in to learn the deck because if you misplay against your opponent, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't reward you if you fuck up.
Fair enough. Right, well, thanks Danny for your deck profile. Don't forget to like, favourite and subscribe.
Can we